Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me just check. What is this? Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. Is it recording? I don't even know.
I think it's recording. You said recording. Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it said recording.
Okay, cool. Nice. All right. How are you, Mark?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine.
So, what do you have in mind?
Just approach anxiety and don't know what to say. Been watching your videos for like I don't know 3 years maybe, and I live in Australia and it's kind of yeah just I don't know just
It's kind of like intimidating, right? Mentally.
yeah I just don't want to get rejected, but like you know
But I think that's like with anything in life. In life, you're gonna get rejected by everyone and everything, and that's just life. I mean, even with work, you're gonna get rejected with the job you want. You're gonna get rejected with the friends that you want to play sports with, on certain teams. But I think that's just part of life.
yeah.
But I mean, the easiest way is always approaching girls indirectly. I'm not sure. Do you have any experience talking to girls recently? Have you tried code approaching recently?
Yeah, recently haven't done it before, after COVID haven't done it, like, 'cause, yeah, I haven't done it after COVID. Done it so like I was I I go like fully crazy before COVID, like all day just like chasing girls and stuff. But now like more on like my career and development career and stuff. But still in my mind like, oh, I wanna find a good partner. Yeah, like nice girl and stuff.
Yeah.
Asian girl.
And you're based in Australia right now, right?
Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, I mean, like I've never been to Australia, so I don't know what the scene is like in Australia. But I do know there's like a lot of Asian girls for sure in Australia. But I mean, there's two types of girls for sure. There's girls that grew up in Australia who are Asian, so they're much more like social, and they're really like daring to talk to
Yeah,
people. They're comfortable having a conversation with strangers, versus like Chinese girls that moved there for like a few months or a year and they're super shy, and then you got to build comfort with them, you know.
yeah,
But I mean, the easiest way to approach someone is always the indirect approach with the girls, like asking for directions and then slowly, easing your way in, transitioning from asking for the like simple locations, directions, whatever. You can thank them like, oh, thank you, you're so nice. I'm Mark. What's your name? Where are you from? Are you from Australia? Are you studying, working? And I mean, just finding those little details about the girl, then you can kind of like expand the conversation. But I guess what's really stopping you is just the thought of rejection right now.
yeah.
But that's the thing.
Um,
A lot of guys like to assume that the worst will happen without even trying it yet.
well, I had a past history of because I went through all the city, or and full on out approaching girls, and they all gather on Facebook and hate on me. Yeah.
Well,
One girl just post on Facebook and got thousands of likes and got a picture of me and everything. I'm like, oh, why? Just my ego's down. Like, oh shit, am I that? Kind of be valuable bit like like I approach you, like I put effort and yeah stuff.
so what exactly happened between you and the girl? Like, what did you say to the girl? What triggered her
Oh,
to like?
well,
It's
I guess I yeah. we not so like rush, you know what I mean, like weird rush, not patient. I know that because because most our because like I just like, oh, I just want to just take it home, like take it home and stuff, and get it done with. But yeah, I didn't do the what you did in the video where they just start talking and get to know each other first and get her to open up. And yeah, in your video and stuff,
Uh,
yeah, just like,
so you kind of like,
and
so you kind
yeah.
of approach the girl. You're trying to more like pull her home instead of like get to know her.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I was rushing for instant date too, like, and get her number and stuff. And her friend, I did to her friend too, and they talk to each other and stuff too. Oh yeah, so like, oh, but that's 3 years ago. That was history. I got better now, but yeah,
Yeah, I guess. I mean, when you're younger, you're probably like, high anxiety. You wanted to just like close really fast and all that stuff. And again, I mean, there's so much people posting silly stuff on YouTube where they're like, "Oh, I got the girl within 2 minutes and I brought her back to the hotel," which is, I think most of the time it's kind of BS because that's like a movie, that's like a fantasy. Unless she's
yeah,
a hooker, then you pay her like $500 and then she'll come, within 2 minutes.
yeah,
But that's not reality. But I mean, like, okay, what's done is done. That's the past. You learn from that incident. You learn that you gotta not be so aggressive. You gotta you gotta massage the interaction, the engagement. You know, get and the only way to get over this hurdle of like trauma, because I mean, I'm sure those social media posts about you could traumatize just the way you approach things and do things.
yeah.
I mean, again, people forget about it. It's been 3 years, and now it's just putting yourself out there again and start off slow. Like again, like, hey, excuse me, McDonald's. I'm Mark. What's your name? And then slowly build your confidence. Once you build your confidence, then you can just do light compliments. Light compliments can be really from anything, like you have nice shoes. I'm Mark. What's your name? I like your shirt. I like your, I don't know, hair, eyebrows, nose, whatever. Like compliment and then introduce yourself and then move forward from there.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, I guess, and I want to find like good, good feminine, beautiful. I don't. I mean, I just want. I'm simple, so I just like, okay, get that average girl and stuff. Nice.
Yes. So I
Yeah.
mean, like again, the where you meet your girl is most important. Like if you meet her from dating apps, then I think most girls that are on dating apps have like an addiction, an obsession with like trying to perfect their photos to get the most attention they can get with guys. I feel
Yeah.
that a lot of girls on dating apps also are looking for the best offer that they can get from the guys. Like if this guy's like, "Oh, I'll bring you to the concert, I'll bring you for hotel dinner, all this stuff." Again, those are just at the end materialistic girls, but in real life, they don't even look as good as the photos. And then you're like,
Hmm.
"Huh, why? Why am I wasting my time with the below average looking girl that has high demands?" Versus if you meet the
Yeah.
girls in real life, again, you know, whether they're beautiful, like that they're 12 out of 10, or they're like average. But I feel like in real life, whether it's I don't know about the gym, whether it's at the park, whether it's at the mall, on the train, you'll definitely meet someone that's much more genuine. But the only way you're gonna find out is by putting yourself out there and talking to those girls and
Right.
not overthink. Just like, yeah.
Mm. Well, what are your opinion? What do you think about, like, I saw those YouTube video where in Western world they get like, what do you call it, the creepy assault, like, what do you call it, misinformation, like girl just accuse on them misinformation and get in jail and stuff in the Western world. Have you seen that video like that?
Yeah, I have seen
And
that.
what do you
That's
think?
that's pretty common in the States. In the Western world, in the US, things are just kind of whack. They're kind of weird. Like you see, like all the girls, like even like middle-aged women, like hunting young NBA basketball players. and then getting
Yeah.
themselves pregnant and all this shit. Like it's just kind of crazy. Even housekeeping girls, like you take the used condoms and put the semen of men in them. I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't know. It's just the U.S. is kind of weird, but I feel like people in at least in Asia and Europe, they're much more like they're much more understanding. They don't treat guys like shit. You know, they
Uh, I feel more valuable in Thailand, which is my country. I just it's just effortless a bit, you know. Like it's easy to get in Tinder match. It's easier to find good one in the city or my country town. Um, yeah, yeah. Why is that? Why here in Australia is I don't get choosing signal like
well,
for example in Thailand just in Thailand I get one like I remember one 3 years ago I got like got called cute, which I never get that before, and recently I came back to Thailand last year and one invited me to go out, which is I never had that before in Australia. But yeah, I don't know, like, and that's they're very cute and beautiful, nice too. And here, yeah,
so for me, I've never been to Australia. I can't really say about Australians, but I've had experience with some Australian girls that were traveling, and they're kind of crazy. But I picked them up at a bar. But with Thai girls, again, just because they're easy doesn't mean they're the best. Because in Thailand, there's a lot of single moms that are like 24 years old. Yep, man. But there's a lot of single moms, and there's also a lot of girls. Like when I first got back to Thailand, I saw at my hotel, like, okay, bang this chick, and then like the next day, I saw her in my hotel lobby, and she's waiting for like a Korean guy. I'm like, holy shit, you know what I mean?
mm,
So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to say. But yeah, like I said, just because they're easy doesn't mean they're going to be the best option for you. But there are some girls that are actually good and genuine and that want to be faithful to just one guy, you know, in
yeah,
Thailand.
that's that's hard to find.
No, I mean it's hard to find on the app. That's what I'm saying. Like because again
Oh, okay.
on the dating apps, it's
Oh,
less likely. Like you're gonna have to swipe onto a lot of girls on the dating apps.
just so you know that that was in real life. Like I got I was in country town and friend of her want to invite me to go out, like, you know, and get to know, and the 3 years ago was call me cute in they got my my contact indirectly, and yeah, friend of her friend called me cute, and which is welcoming and very
Yeah,
like,
it feels
yeah, it's
good.
just kind of welcoming. Yeah, it feels good. But here I'm like, maybe because Western men a bit, because they're a bit tall and bigger and more like more status. Like they like it's more like they get more status out of it, like more value, like they're just more, you
So
know.
I guess with Australian girls, they're so used to guys, like
And
Western men to be very straightforward and approaching. So you got to approach them. But in Thailand, sometimes you don't have to approach. And like you meet a girl out at night, she'll like, her and her friends might like say you're cute, might approach you by call line they might. That does happen because Thai people are very like sociable and friendly. But with Australians, yeah, I guess you just gotta be a bit more. You gotta be a bit more aggressive and approach more with those girls.
what about Asian girl? Because I'm more interested in them more, in
I
like
mean,
Asian girls, you know.
Asian girls in general, like yeah, I just approach them very neutral. Not I don't I try not to act like thirsty or anything, and
Oh,
get
okay.
get to know them. And I like when you also in the interaction, also in the interaction. Oh my god, I'm at the airport, so like there's a lot of
Yeah,
people here, a lot of Malaysians. Um,
yeah.
yeah, so like,
You want to move away?
wait,
You want to move
let
away
me
from them?
one sec. Okay, so I'm at the airport with Asian girls. What we were talking about earlier?
Yeah, like oh shit. Yeah,
Okay,
Asian girl, like how to get them and stuff in here in
okay.
Australia.
So when I approach them, I never focus on closing them. I always focus more on the interaction. So with the interaction, I would focus like getting to know them, like yes, screening them, knowing what they do for work, what do they study, and then like also finding out like okay, if I know if they're working or studying, then I kind of know what their schedule is for the week. So I know like okay, if this girl has like class every single day, then she's probably gonna be free only after like in the afternoon. Um, and
Okay, mostly the girls I'm gonna approach is gonna be like student girl, like university.
yeah, so they'll be free. They'll be free in the evening. And at the same time, I also find out like what are some things they like. So I always talk about things that I am interested in. You know, if I talk about going out to the club and all that stuff, then the girl is gonna be interested in the club. But if I talk about oh, I want to go try this like new Thai restaurant or Thai tea or whatever, then the girl will be like, oh, okay, you kind of put the idea, you see the idea in her head, and then you'd be like, oh, there's this new Thai restaurant, I want to go check it out this week, whether Thursday or Saturday. I always give two options of the day. I never ask the girl like, hey, are you free this week? Because if you ask her, are you free this week, then that's kind of asking for permission to hang out with her. But when you give her two options like, hey, I'm free on Friday or Saturday, let's go check out this Thai restaurant at 5 p.m. I think the food's going to be amazing. And
Yeah.
then if she goes, she goes. If she doesn't, fine. Because when I set up my dates, I always talk about like I'm going to go smoke shisha. I'm going to go to the bar. I'm going to go to a concert uh, on X day, X time, and you're welcome to join me if you want.
What about instant date? There's a high chance of getting instant
So
date with girls in
so so with instant dates, what you would always do is like, yeah, I'm waiting for one of my friends. He's late 15 minutes, so I'm gonna see my. I have a work meeting in 15 minutes, but I'm kind of thirsty for milk tea. Damn, this girl is loud. Like the whole crowd just moved away from her. Uh, yeah. So like, I'll be like, so I would screen her. I want to know like, are you free? Are you free? What do I say? Oh my, I have a meeting in 15 minutes. And then I asked the girl, what are you doing? Are you doing anything now? She's like, oh no, I'm waiting for my friend. So you kind of screen her. You want to find out if she's actually available to go on an instant date with you. If she's like, oh yeah, I'm not doing anything today. I'm just here walking around alone. Then I'll be like, cool, let's go get some bubble tea. Let's go get ice cream. Let's go to the park. Can you help take photos for me? Like I give suggestions. And like photos, I mean, most of the time girls wouldn't really reject to take photos for you because, you know, again, girls are better photographers since they like to take photos. But it's a good excuse just
yeah.
to get them to engage with you. Then once they take the photo of you, you'd be like, oh, which one do you think I look good in? You know, so it's just you're getting the girl to reinvest her opinion with you towards your photo, towards your pose, and then from there be like, oh, let's go get some. It's kind of hot. Let's go get some water. Let's go to the park. I want to go take photos there too. Um, and yeah, I mean, a lot. I in Malaysia, I talked to quite a bit of Chinese girls yesterday. They were all taking photos, and I know they might look intimidating because they're tall, cute, good looking, whatever intimidates you about them. But if you don't try, you don't know because a lot of them do turn out to be really, really friendly, really, really nice. Um,
Hmm.
but you know, I personally think that the prettier the girl, the more lonely she is because most guys don't really approach the prettier looking girls. And the most
Right.
act, yeah, like
Yeah. Okay.
the pretty girls only get approached on Instagram, and the way they get approached is hi, how are you, sexy, cute, dinner, you know, like
Hmm.
that's not really an
So
approach. That yeah,
so there's a more chance of us getting pretty girl that what you said here, hot girls
yeah, there's more. There's a
getting.
high. I think there's a higher chance of prettier girls in that you meet in person because a lot of pretty girls get so annoyed and bored of just guys texting them on social media. But you know, most
Yeah.
girls they want to meet a guy in real life. You know, like if a pretty girl, she's so used to attention. She's so used to like guys that she meet at the club trying to get her drunk, trying to fuck her. She might fuck maybe two guys, and then after the fifth guy, she's like, "Fuck, I'm sick of this. They're all the same shit. This is one night stands." Um, if I meet guys on Tinder, social media, Instagram, whatever, again, they're just catcalling me. They just want to go on a date and they're just trying to fuck. But if you meet the girl in real life, instant date, you give yourself the opportunity, you get to know everything about her that you want to. You got to find like similar interests between you and her. That's why I said you got to talk about things that interest you. Don't try to impress her. Don't be like, oh, do you like Japanese food? Then it's like, I know you're trying to find out what she likes, but you'd be like, oh, I love Japanese food. Have you tried Japanese food before? And and to be able to talk more with girls, to like, if you run out of things to talk about with girls, for instance, let's say I meet a girl, she's from Taiwan. I'm like, oh, you're from Taiwan? Cool. I've been to Taiwan. I love Taiwanese food. Like, you can talk about all the little things from Taiwan. And then if she asks me where I'm from, let's say I'm from Thailand. I'm like, oh, you're from Taiwan? So I'm from Thailand. Have you been to Thailand? Do you like Thai food? Have you been to Bangkok? Do you know about Songkran? Thai New Year's is awesome. You should experience it sometimes. Yeah, I'll be your private tour guide one day if you decide to come to Bangkok. And if you're good to me, I don't know, I'll bring you to Chiang Mai or something.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
yeah.
so much you can talk about, but I'm just trying to like give you an idea that to talk with girls, it's not really difficult. Um, but it's just you find things that's relatable. Like let's say if you meet a Thai if you're in Thailand and you meet a Thai girl in Chiang Mai and she says, oh, I'm going to study in Australia, exchange program. Like, oh, I live in Australia, I've been to Melbourne, Gold Coast, all these places. Like, then that's you able to share your experience with the girl, you know
Yeah,
and I think that's
yeah,
that's the number one thing that most guys they're not so good at. They don't share the experiences, but most girls, like especially girls that are like 10 years younger than you, let's say you're 30 and you're going for like a 22-year-old, most girls that are like 5, 10, 15 years younger than you, they want to date an older guy just because they want to learn from his personal experiences, whether it's from work, study, sports, travel, and that's just what interests them versus dating guys that are the same age. And if you date a girl that's your age, guess how old are you, by the way?
I'm 25.
Yeah, so if you date a girl, let's say you're 28, you date a girl that's 28, she's gonna expect like marriage. But you're 25, you're a good age. You're at the prime age. You're like 10 years younger than me, so you have so much time ahead of you. Um, But yeah, a lot of girls that are 22, 20 years old, they'll be interested to date guys that are 25. Even girls that are 28, if you want to get experience with older girls for fun, then you can also date girls that are 28. But yeah, that's how I usually relate with people, you know.
Mm. So what the thing is another thing is I work as a bus driver and
Okay.
I see girls every day. You need girl. What can I do? Like, because I got so many crush on like many girls. I like, wow, she's beautiful coming in my bus and like, oh, but there's so many people in the bus, like 70 people inside. Like, hi, can I
So
can I take you out? Like, I just want to go to the point. Like, hey, can I take you out, please? Like, oh, can I take you a movie? Like that. I'm like, I can't like just I can't do this. Like
I mean,
I saw
okay,
your
so
video. Like,
I mean, let's say if you're working as a bus driver, you don't want to lose your job, then I wouldn't
yeah,
hit on the girl during my shift. But let's say if I see the same girl every day, again, be like, oh, I see you every day. You can be like, oh, what's your name? You can be like, you can start off as a friend first. Like, you don't want to be aggressive
yeah,
with the bus driver. But if you're off shift and you see the girl at the bus stop, you can just go up, compliment her, be like, hey, I like your glasses. Hey, I like your hair color, or I like your eye color. Mark, what's your name? Oh, cool, nice to meet
wow,
you. Are
okay,
you? Again, it's just like you take it easy, not you don't have to be like so aggressive. And I know you might right now you're young, you're like, oh, I want to rush and I want to take you out, but how do you know you're gonna connect well with that girl? Maybe she's a psycho weirdo.
yeah,
Like, you really don't know. Like,
yeah,
let's say you take her out and you spend like, I don't know, $100, $200 on a date, and she turns out to be like some boring girl that has a boyfriend that was just using you for a free meal, like all these things. That's why when I do my first dates, I always do like light investments, whether it's like bubble tea, ice cream, walk in the
yeah.
park, bottled
Low
water.
investment.
Low, always start off with low investment. Because I mean, if you're doing high, that's why with the Tinder, that's why I say guys on Tinder, they're so desperate. Like in Bangkok, all the Farang guys, what they do is that they do like they say they claim to be a model, and then they'll be like, oh, I'm looking for a girl, I'll pay you 5,000 baht if you help take photos for me for my modeling card or whatever. But it's just like the girl sees like, oh, free money, and then it's just it comes off too thirsty. So you don't want to do that, and you don't know how crazy some girls are. Like there are some girls that are psychos, that are mental. Just because you're a guy, you never know that they can fuck you up while you're asleep. They can drug you, you know.
Oh yeah. So just yeah, I know. Just go slow, just go slow and study it first.
No, but
See
but but
like, okay,
but
this
but
is
the
not
po-
compatible.
but you need to talk to like 10, 20 girls every single day. Because if you only
Or
talk to one girl, you're gonna be obsessed with the one girl. You're gonna be like,
yeah,
fuck. Oh, she didn't reply my text. Oh, she's not calling me back. Oh, she flicked on me. But if you have like 20 girls lined up, then you're not
yeah,
thinking about that one girl. You're like, oh, okay, I forgot about number one. Number five was actually hotter. Number eight had bigger tits. I don't know. Like all these little things, you have more options, and then you don't become mentally obsessed about someone. Like the same thing with girls. Girls have so many options. Like if you don't reply to her on the Instagram message, let's say you've been DMing a girl for like a whole month. If you don't reply to her, she wouldn't give a shit because she's DMing like 20 other guys.
yeah,
So girls
yeah,
also have options. So you cannot just obsess on the one girl. You need to lay a bunch of
yeah.
options
Have
for
all,
yourself first. You
yeah,
know? And yeah, I mean, like you can really meet a lot of girls. Just gotta go up to them, bite the bullet. Hi, I like your hair. I'm Mark. What's your name? Anyways, I gotta go to work now. Let's exchange Instagram. You know.
yeah.
It,
Yeah. There's no easy way. Yeah, I know. Like you gotta go a hard way and just go do it. Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
and
like you overthink a lot because you're also at a young age, 25. But the thing is that it's not even about the age. I feel like the more experience you gain right now, you can outgame a lot of guys. If you're comfortable talking to girls during the daytime, and then let's say you go out with your boys, and all 10 of your boys are just staring at a girl, but you have the experience of being comfortable and striking up a conversation with a girl, then you're more likely to like hook up with the girl. And I mean, if
mm,
once you get really comfortable talking to girls in the daytime, then nighttime becomes really easy. Because again, the blueprint of girls in the club is like, okay, 70% of the time girls that go out at night, they're out to like hook up, to meet guys, to find a date or whatever. That's just how girls are
yeah,
when it comes to nighttime. That's their mental blueprint. But in the daytime, they don't have any idea to like meet a guy during the daytime. The daytime is just shopping, buying shit for my cat, walking around because I'm bored, whatever, or I don't know, getting ice cream. But if you're
yeah,
able to,
and that would make me stand out in daytime, right? Because they don't think about that. They're not prepared, and
yeah,
not a lot of men do it.
a lot of men don't really do it. Most guys that do it will be in the evening times, but that's when they're so drunk and like how Aussie guys when they're drunk as shit, they're just like
Yeah,
talkative and they don't make any sense and they're just like spitting all over your face and you're like what? So I mean the girl be kind of annoyed. She's like, damn, this guy's breath stinks and all this shit. But like if you're able to outgame the other guys, then yeah, the girl will be much more receptive with you,
yeah.
whether it's
I just
day or
wanna
night.
really wanna find. I just really want to find a quality one. You know what I mean? Like good one for a long time and stuff, and like she take care of me. I'll take care of her and stuff. Like she just nice and good, and like, and I show everyone. Like oh, this is my partner. Like I'm proud to like, okay, this is my partner. You know what I mean? And stuff like
Yeah,
that. So I guess what you're saying, like, okay, just go. You have to approach many, and then
but 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 but
go.
my, but my advice for you would be like you're 25, you're pretty young, so like I mean, you can. I think you should enjoy just like maybe dating girls, date maybe like 10, 20 girls, but then slowly so you know what you value in a girl, like what you filter. Because if you get into like a full on like committed relationship right away, is it really gonna make you happy? Is it gonna put more money in your wallet? No, I think
Yeah, yeah,
at this
yeah.
this
Yeah, that's right. That's right. What I'm saying is, she helped me get the money, pull money into like make me grow, like health, finance, like
yeah, she
and
motivates you. I
mentally.
mean, yeah.
She helped me like level up rather than pull like taking stuff out of
Mm.
me or bring me down.
I mean, she
Like
could
she
push.
helped me and
I understand. I mean, like you could get lucky and find a girl that will help you and support you and push you. But then again, that's why I say you got to meet a lot of girls to find that one girl that's gonna treat you the way that you want to be treated. You know,
could be
because
thousand,
not the
right?
because not the first good looking girl you meet. No, it's not gonna, it just takes like a couple dozen girls. Just if you talk to a couple dozen girls and you know you don't act thirsty and desperate and you can make them feel comfortable being around you, then they'll like fall for you. You know, because
I
like I
think
mean,
I
yeah.
think in your video, one of your videos like screen them or something like see if they qualify or is that right?
Yeah, I mean you can screen them. Um, and the way I screen girls is also I look at what they post on social media. Like if all they do is post about like their ass, their tits, gym outfits, all that shit all the time, it's just to get attention from guys or just to get digital attention, you know. Um, but again, everyone has different values. That's why you just got to go out and meet and see what kind of girls that you like. Um,
Mm.
you know, I
Can,
personally
can I
prefer
just
girls. Yeah,
can I just do like the one like I'm like okay with like I'm at like what do you call it half with half emotionally like what do you call it
emotionally invested half.
I'm okay with yeah I'm okay with enough like average you know what I mean is that okay do you think that's good or I should go like go highest hot good
No, no. So
feminine
I mean, at the end of the day, the looks is not that important because if you are only chasing after looks, then I don't think that's a real relationship, a real bond.
yeah
If you're connecting with someone that actually treats you well and shows you the same respect as you give towards them, then I think it's a much more neutral and mutual relationship that would last so much longer. Like yeah, like for me when I want to date a girl, I would see like what she does for me. Like, you know, I look at girls like there are some girls where they like okay, one of my girls, she helped me liquidate a company that I had. And liquidating a company is not easy. It's very like a lot of process. It's you know, it's complicated process. And this girl was like 23. I was like, holy shit, 23 years old. And I met her at a night out, but she know when it comes to like serious shit, she knows how to get shit done. And she does it for me without me even asking. You know what I mean?
yeah yeah
So like
liquidate mean what's that mean like
closing down a company. So when you open a company, you set up a company and then you're gonna close it, it costs money to like shut down a
oh
company. Like closing down any
okay
business, whether it's a restaurant or whatever, you know, but it takes money. And the process can get really expensive if you do not know the right people. And this girl, she managed to do a lot for me, and I would have paid probably triple the amount if it wasn't
yeah
for her. So I mean,
yeah
yeah, there's a lot of you. That's how you know if someone's worth it. You look at their actions, what they do for you without you even asking them to do it for you, and
yeah
then
yeah
you
that's right
yeah, and then you realize like how much you mean to them, and then you're like, fuck, do I want to fuck over this chick and go for some other chick just because she has bigger tits and
no
a nicer nose? Nah, this girl actually respects me, and she doesn't give me any headache, and she actually helps me without me asking her for help. So that's just an
mm,
example.
that's good
Yeah.
yeah have you had girls like make you breakfast dinner or anything like that or?
Yeah, I had some girls that make me breakfast and dinner, but I don't really care too much about breakfast and dinner to be honest, because
Oh,
I don't want a house, I don't want a maid. Like, I
I
mean, it's
mean,
nice.
someone
It's
taking care of
nice.
you would be is nice. Yeah,
It'll be nice to have, but yeah, I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. I've
but
had
like
it,
it
but
make you feel valuable too. It make you
yeah,
feel valuable too. Oh, I wake up and oh, there's a breakfast. You know what I mean? Like, oh, thank you, partner. Like, thank you. Yeah, she like yeah, just showing you like okay, she's gonna be good long term and benefit
yeah.
you in your life and stuff.
I mean, again, if that's what you like, then yeah, it will last. For me, it's not
Oh,
something that I care too much about, but I've had it before in the past. But I don't know. I kind of like girls that are much more like not. I don't care if they're good at cooking, but I care if they have some sort of passion with work, or they want to start their own little business or education. For me, that's what I'm more what I find attractive.
Mm.
But with cooking,
Okay,
I
so
don't. Yeah,
mm, yeah, okay. So I think time almost up. The last thing is, would you able to do boot camp in Australia and stuff?
maybe in the future. I mean,
Yeah.
it
I,
has to
I, I
be
don't
made.
think I don't think I could. I don't think I could. I don't know. I don't think I could go to Thailand, and it's not very convenient to me for me to hire you but for the boot camp in Thailand, but more
Yeah,
convenient here, like because I can work at the same time. But then I'm like, why am I gonna get the money, more money? You know what I mean? But here it'll be like I can work and pay Steve at the same time. You know what I mean?
I
I
mean,
don't know,
for
maybe
me,
pay for your flight or something.
yeah, for me, like
Yeah.
for me, I'm okay to travel to countries to do boot camps there. But I would need to but I would need to find out about the whole visa purposes and all this kind of stuff, because I think Australia is one of the strictest countries in the world to enter.
Oh,
But
okay.
I need to do the research on that. But yeah,
Yes,
I'm
please.
I'm usually able to do boot camps if I'm hired to go to those countries. But I need to get my flights covered and hotel covered, and then yeah, so I
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
see.
that's good. Yeah.
So I need to do the research and see what is the actual price to go to Australia, because I'm not sure what the cost of Australia is at the moment.
Mm.
Yeah,
But it must be high.
maybe. Like right now, I've been hired to go around Europe to do like 8 cities with a client from
Yep.
Japan, and he has very limited English, but
Yep.
but I worked with him twice already in Thailand, and he was pretty happy with day and night. So now he wants to take a new challenge with European girls.
And you talk about Japanese guy here.
A Japanese guy. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, yeah. So he hired me to go with him to Europe, and that's what I'm doing right now at the airport. Yeah.
Mm,
Let's see. Let me research about Australia, and then we can see from there.
yeah. I guess
But
I'm
yeah,
more likely to meet you and get you boot camp in Thailand. Yeah. Than Thailand, Bangkok.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Which part of Australia
Mm.
are you from, by the way? Where in
Well, just
Australia you been?
yeah, Sydney. Yeah.
Sydney. Okay. Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
looked into it, but I do have a lot of clients from Australia, but they usually come to Thailand.
Mm.
Mm.
Well, anything more else you recommend and advice before we go and take a wrap?
I mean, again, girls shouldn't be number one. Number one priority is always get your money up. That's number one. Focus on the money,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then health. Number two, because good health means you have good mental, and then third, girls that the more money, the more access you have to money, the more access you have to like better looking girls. Because it's like the nightclub. Nightclub lets good looking girls in for free, and then they make guys pay. So if you want good looking girls at the exclusive club, that's why guys pay to get into that club. That's what they usually
Mm.
do. But I mean, that's with anywhere in the world. You go to the gym, you know, certain neighborhoods, that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I think we're about to get cut off right now. But it was good
Yeah.
talking to
Okay.
you,
Thank you
Mark.
so much.